And I'm live for one more watch along, the big one, the British Grand Prix, the Formula One main race. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another watch along on my channel. This is the one. This is the um, hopefully not the most boring one. If I'm being quite honest, I will say, based on what we saw in the sprint yesterday, I am not the most excited for this race. Again, has nothing to do with the fact that McLaren is not performing too well. It's just that the sprint yesterday was so much deployment, pass and repass bullshit that honestly didn't feel like racing. It felt just like artificial things for the sake of being like seeming exciting. I hope I am wrong about this with my expectations for this particular race. I hope that this particular race is going to be more fun, more exciting. Um, but I have my doubts, if I'm being quite honest. So, yeah, it is a bit of a negative beginning to this stream, but that is just honestly how I feel, that, and I am never one to mince words. I think that's pretty clear by the way that I've been behaving on my video. Something I am legit excited. If I'm worried or concerned, I will instantly tell you that. So that's my thoughts on the British Grand Prix. I am always hopeful that we can have a good race, regardless if it is not. That's the thing. Like, you never know how a race is going to turn out. It could be exciting. It could not be exciting. It could be the pass and repass bullshit that we saw yesterday, or it could actually be a good race. We don't know. Until the race starts in roughly 15 minutes from now, we don't know. That's just the reality of the situation, right? But I will say so far this weekend, I have very much enjoyed the support races. So at least the support races have given me something to really look forward to because I adore Formula 3 and Formula 2 this year. Both of them have been excellent, especially Formula 3. I did watch alongs for those earlier today and yesterday as well. If you missed those, go check it out. And if you missed any of the Formula 3 and Formula 2 races, but especially Formula 3, go back and watch them. Please do me a favor, go back and watch them because they were insane. They were awesome. You literally have last lap, last corner passes for podium positions. So what more do you want, right? That is the type of excitement that you don't get with Formula One. That is, of course, I haven't seen this race yet. The race is about to play out, so we don't know if that might happen, but I am very doubtful that it will happen, that we will get a last corner, last lap pass for a podium position. So that's something that you get in Formula 2 and 3, especially Formula 3, but not so much in Formula 1. And that's also just it, I started the day with a high. I woke up for the Formula 3 race, and that instantly set the bar of this is an amazing race. Good luck to the other two for being any better. And the Formula 2 race was still good. Was not as good, but it was still good. And then I just expect the Formula 1 race right now to be even a step down compared to F2. Now, that doesn't mean that this is going to be a shit race or anything. I just don't feel... Again, I hope for the best and expect the worst. So we'll have to wait and see. But the starting grid is not looking the most exciting. Kimi is on pole. Then we have the two Ferraris. The most interesting thing about that dynamic of the Ferraris is that Charles is ahead of Lewis. That is something that I did not expect. It very much seemed, especially based on sprint qualifying and the sprint, that Lewis was the one who was going to be ahead. So the fact that Charles put it ahead of Lewis is where did that lap come from for Charles? I mean, commendable effort from Charles. Let's see if he's able to make it work in the race. We'll see. But I still have the feeling that Lewis is going to come through. But the question is, are the Ferraris able to push the Mercedes, most notably the one of Antonelli, and what will Russell be able to do? It's what is interesting. Russell has not looked on the pace all weekend. It's his home race. He just won in Austria. He is in this title fight, and he just doesn't seem to be there. And honestly, George Russell is running out of excuses to not perform because, like, for example, if you compare it to last year, like, I actually think there are a lot of similarities between last year's title fight between the two McLarens and this year's title fight between the two Mercedes. Last year, at the beginning of the year, Oscar was the one doing the bits, but Lando was always still able to get a good amount of points to keep himself within the title hunt, and he never really strayed more than like 30 points from Oscar. Every single time that it seemed that Oscar was streaking ahead, Lando would get a win. Lando won Silverstone last year. Lando won Monaco. Those are races that George has to win. George did not win Monaco. George was out of the points in Monaco. At some point, the excuses are just done, and you got to get your head down and race. And that's something that I saw Lando do. Lando was there. He put his head down and he raced. Is George gonna like wake the fuck up right now, win his home race? Because he should. If we have any hope of an exciting race right now, where George and Kimi will fight, George needs to get his head down. He needs to get past the Ferraris as quickly as possible and attack his teammate. Because if he's not going to be able to do that, then okay, the title is done. As far as I'm concerned, Kimi Antonelli is the one with the momentum and also with a massive championship lead. So, yeah, we'll see about that. So right now, we're actually going to go my. The way that my watch alongs work is I am always 20 seconds behind the live broadcast so that you can sync it up with me because, of course, I'm not going to be able to show any of the footage. You need to watch it yourself and watch it along with me. That's why it's called a watch along. Honestly, I think Ruth is a great addition to the F1 TV crew, which, by the way, I am watching F1 TV. Might be a different streaming service that you're watching, but I'm watching Ruth Buscombe break it down in terms of strategy. Let's see. It says that the race will start in roughly 8 minutes time, according to my stream. So, yeah, and what is fascinating is that the past couple of years we've had rain hit races around Silverstone, and this weekend it's been sunny all the way. Also, what is funny is just now over here in where I live in the Netherlands, it was raining hard, and I was thinking, is this going to potentially go to Silverstone? Doesn't seem like it is, but yeah, it's going to be a sunny race. Probably a one stop, which is not the most exciting thing. The only thing we can hope for is, safety car interventions. But the question is, who is that going to come from? Who is going to cause a safety car? Who's going to crash out, right? Um, are there potential reliability issues? If there are any reliability issues, there are only two teams that I really, really, really don't want to have any reliability issues. Now, the first, of course, is McLaren. That's no surprise. The other one is Audi, because I feel so bad for Audi for their reliability woes that they've had. And I really want Audi to just have a proper, clean race, like they had in Austria, but then also to score points. All right, so I'm getting a little bit of a recap of recent races here before we get into the intro. So that's that. Anyway, hello. If you are watching my watch along right now, welcome. Please leave a like on the stream. It helps me out. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And let's watch, hopefully, a good race around Silverstone. Not like the sprint yesterday. I did not particularly enjoy the pass, repass, recharging the battery antics that were displayed in that race. And I sincerely hope that they've learned from that from yesterday, and we're going to have a better race today where it's not just going to be pass, repass all the time and it doesn't mean much. Oh, the moment between Lewis and Max in 2021. Controversy. Really hated that moment, by the way. Seriously hated that moment. But the way that my watchalongs work is I am 20 seconds back in my live broadcast. So I'm not live. I'm just a little bit back so you can sync it up with me, regardless of what kind of streaming service you're using to watch it. I have F1 TV. I think all around the world, everyone has a different one. So my commentators for this will be Alex Jake and Jolyon Palmer. The intro has started. So I'll just list the drivers as they come on screen so you can sync it up. I see Bortoleto, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Behrman, Stroll, Alonso, Lindblad, Lawson, Sainz, Albon, Lewis, Scholl, Isaac, Max, Kimi, George, Oscar, and Lando. Our reigning world champion. That is the intro done. We are 5 minutes away from the British Grand Prix, at least the formation lap. How are we doing? Let me know if you're here. Let me know if you're watching in the chat. You can chat live. You can say hello, that kind of stuff, if you want. Active arrow along the Hamilton Straight, the Wellington Straight, the previous pit straight before Cops, and the Hangar Straight. So we have the hardest three in the tire range from Pirelli, the C1, 2, and 3, which means that the soft is not really all that soft, considering that was the hard tire from last week in Austria. And that is, of course, because Austria is not that heavy on tire degradation, and Silverstone is, especially now that, it's pretty warm. So the starting grid. Stroll and Alonso at the back. Now, technically, Stroll out-qualified Alonso, but apparently Stroll is taking an engine change while he's getting a penalty. Then we have Perez in 20th, Colapinto in 19th, Bottas 18th, Ocon in 17th. Yeah, Ocon is just not working in that Haas. You see him leave the team soon. Albon in 16th. Gasly is down to 15th due to a penalty for impeding. He originally qualified in 12th, which promotes Sainz up to 14th and Behrman up to 13th. Hulkenberg in 12th. Bortoleto in 11th. Again, the Audis in 11th and 12th it's tantalizing. It's agonizing. Lawson 10th. Lindblad ahead. Oscar down in 8th. Why are we down so far? And then Max actually out-qualified by his teammate. It seems that Max had an issue, though. But yeah, then we have Lando and Hadjar. Hadjar is in 5th. Commendable qualifying from him. George Russell in 4th. Lewis 3rd. And the front row is Charles Leclerc in 2nd and Kimi Antonelli on pole position. By the way, it's funny how the commentators are being really nice to Shaw. Like, oh, Shaw, you've almost won it a couple of times. And it's like, yeah, thank you for I can only imagine that Shaw Leclerc fans are fuming at that. It's like, yeah, thank you for letting us know how close Shaw has come to winning the British Grand Prix, but never actually winning it. Well, let's see what Lewis can do in this home race. I can only imagine that Lewis is just going to have that little bit extra. Like he was actually talking earlier in the pre-race show I saw about the fact that Silverstone, for some reason, gives him a couple of more tenths per lap. Just to be that little bit faster. It's not the Lego trophy that like last year. I really did enjoy those Lego trophies. I thought they were fun. But then again, I'm a massive Lego fan, so yeah, did enjoy that. Chance of rain is 0%. That's not something you hear very often in terms of rain predictions for Silverstone. But here we are. It's a nice and sunny day out. We are about to start with the formation lap. The grid is cleared. Five, four, three, two, one. Click. And the formation lap is go. Or is this the pre-start procedure? Yeah, okay. The formation lap is go. All right. What are we thinking for the British Grand Prix? Starting tires, every single driver is on the mediums. So no one is trying to take a risk by starting on hards or potentially softs, which are, by the way, both legit race tires by the looks of it. It seems that even the soft should be able to last a couple of laps at the very least. Oh, that's an Alpine. Oh, for a moment I thought that Ocon. What am I saying? Colapinto had stalled on the grid, but no, he's okay. All right. By the way, speaking of Lego, while we have the formation lap, I quickly want to plug my build of Minas Tirith and Grand. Next weekend, there's no Formula One, and that's why I'm going to be building that in its entirety in one epically long live stream. That will not be on this channel. That will be on my main channel, the Dutch Star Wars guy, because I want to. I did it with Rivendell. That took 13 hours. This is a bigger set, at least in terms of piece count. So I expect to go way longer than 13 hours, but it's going to be a blast, I'm sure. So go over to my channel if you're a Lego fan. The Dutch Star Wars guy. So it's pretty much the same as this channel, just swap McLaren and Star Wars. And get notified for next weekend, next Saturday. I will start my stream at 11 a.m. my time, which is 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 a.m. Pacific Time. But don't worry if you can't join from the beginning. I will be going all day. I expect to go for like 18 hours. If at any point you can drop in, drop in. But that will be happening because I've had this in the background for a couple of videos now. And I was just looking for a weekend that there was no F1. Next weekend is that weekend, finally. Holy shit. 564,000 people. I cannot imagine how busy it is around Silverstone right now. So many people. I can like. I just hope that everyone is able to, like get food, get drink, because especially like it's a warm day. You need to stay hydrated. I remember that from last year. Oh, Alonso is on. Oh boy. Oh, we're gonna have another formation lap. Oh wait, no, he's going. He's going. For a moment, I thought that we would have another formation lap. I mean, we still might get another formation lap. Let's see. Antonelli is apparently in his grid spot right now. Everyone else is still queuing up on the grid. Oh, but this is not looking good for SMR. Oh, Charles pointing towards Kimi. This was interesting as well. Earlier with the F2 feature race, the number 2 on the grid, Alex Dunn, was pointing towards pole position as well. That did not work out for both of them. The pole position, the guy in pole position, Rafa Kamara, dropped back several places, and the number 2 dropped back several places. And it was actually the guy in 5th who led the race. Anyway, we have a green flag at the back. Alonso is not in his grid spot. Here we go. British Grand Prix. Pre-start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Go. Let's see. Scholl took the lead, and Hamilton is passed. Yeah, we have a Ferrari 1-2. Oh, Kimi had another bad start. Oh boy, and Scholl leads ahead of Lewis, ahead of Kimi. George is being attacked by Hadjar. Let's see. Racing Bulls had a good start. Oh boy. Let's see. Hadjar is attacking George here, and George is attacking Kimi. Let's see. Lando is still. Oh, we have a yellow flag. There were a couple of cars that had contact, that's for sure, and that's why we had a yellow. I'm not entirely sure. The yellow flag is gone now, but I'm not entirely sure if every car got going again. We'll see about that. But we have a Ferrari 1-2. By the way, this is actually perfect for the championship right now, because you don't want Kimi to just leap ahead and win this race easily. Ferrari is making it difficult. So we have Mercedes third and fourth, Red Bull fifth and sixth. Then we have, oh shit, Oscar says that he has damage. Oh, no. Lando is in seventh. Then I see Racing Bulls. Then I see another Racing Bulls. Oscar is way down. Oscar, shit. Oh, that's not great. That is not great. Anyway, Scholl leads ahead of Lewis, ahead of Kimi, ahead of George, ahead of Isaac, ahead of Max. Oscar is down to 14th after that tussle. 7 hells. He thinks he has damage. That's that. Yeah, and Oscar just lost 2 more play. Oh, Oscar's dropping all the way down. Shit. Okay, great home race for us, guys. Hadjar is attacking Russell here. Front wing damage for Oscar, box. Yeah, awesome. Oh boy. Well, that is that's 1 weekend off. Right off. There's a yellow flag. It seems that Hulkenberg is dropping back. Albon is in the pits. Hulkenberg is severely dropping back. So it seems that there is a bit of a gap between the 2 Mercs. Russell is not within a second of Kimi, and that actually allows the 2 Red Bulls behind to stay with him. Then there's a bit of a gap also to Lando. Lando is not within a second of Max, but Lando is well clear of Lawson, 2 seconds. So that's fine then. Let's see. Oh, Hulkenberg now got past Alonso. I don't know why Hulkenberg dropped back so much, but something happened there. And I think Oscar is about to enter the pits now. Should any moment. Oh, Max took Hadjar. Max into 5th. Opportunistic move. But did Max lose time to George ahead by doing that? Because if he lost time, then yeah, Max is out of a second. And that will just open it up for Hadjar. Oh boy, front wing change for Oscar. This is gonna take a moment. Yeah, okay, that's a write-off. Well, at this point, I suppose it's damage limitation for Oscar, but not a great start to this race for us. By the way, Hadjar is really close to Max here, and considering that Max doesn't have overtake compared to George, Hadjar made a bit of a mistake coming out of Chapel, so Hadjar will not have the gap to get past again. Well, at the moment, Ferrari is keeping that 1-2. Ferrari really needs to work together to keep Kimi behind because, this is the issue. Hamilton is now out of a second, then he won't have that overtake mode. And if he doesn't have overtake mode, that opens it up to Kimi. If the Ferraris can work together to make sure that they keep within 1 second to keep ahead of Kimi, that would be very important and definitely within the best interest of the team. Like Ferrari um, needs to not think about the drivers, just think about the team result, because you can get a 1-2 here. Get that 1-2 then. Now, George is not able to keep up at all, but George is clear of Max, so he is going to be in no man's land for a while. And then we have Max, Isaac. Lando is close to Isaac, though. Come on, Lando. You can get that Red Bull. Yeah, Lando's fairly close. The issue, by the way, in that regard, Red Bull needs to do the same thing as Ferrari, keep the two drivers within a second, and as long as they do that, Lando won't be able to pass them. By the way, we are 5 laps in, and already Lando is 4 seconds clear of Lawson. This shows the gap between Formula 1 and Formula 1.5. That's ridiculous. Okay, actually, both Lewis and Kimi are out of that 1 second gap, so no overtake mode for either of them. Interesting. Very, very different. Very different race from what we had yesterday in the sprint. Luckily, it's not as crazy as it was in the sprint in terms of the pass repass, and also the fact that Ferrari is actually at the front. Okay, now Antonelli is within a second again. All right, so race start replay. Kimi actually gets an initial good launch, and then the second phase of the start is where he gets swamped by the Ferraris, and that's just done. Oh my god. I don't know what happened with McLaren, but either way, we had a shit start. I didn't fully see it. I'm still trying to figure out what. Yeah, okay. Well, this is the onboard with Lando. Lando just did not have a particularly great start. Is getting. Oh dear. Oh my god. Lando got sandwiched by 2 cars there. And Lando is lucky to still be in this race. He could have been taken out. Oh, Albon tagged the Haas car there. I don't know which Haas car that was, but jeez. But what happened with Oscar? Because he claimed to have. Yeah, okay, that front wing is definitely. But how did this happen, Oscar? What happened? I need to know. Yeah, that's why he had a front wing change, huh? Yeah. 10-second time penalty for Albon. He was deemed at fault for that collision. So Albon yeeted into the Haas. Hamilton incident moved before signal. Okay, that's interesting. So Shaw's being told that they're on plan B. But yeah, Albon, first of all, yeeted into the Haas. That cost him damage, which cost him to make a pit stop and probably get a new front wing. And now he also has a 10-second time penalty. So this is not going well for Albon whatsoever. Yep, that's that, huh? Anyway, Shaw is really driving away from Lewis. Shaw is 2.2 ahead. Antonelli is keeping within that overtake mode gap of 1 second. George is 2.6 behind. So goodbye. Max is 1.4 behind. So also out of the overtake. And then Lando has officially lost the second gap to Hadjar. But yeah, Lando is 5.2 seconds behind. Or Lawson is 5.2 seconds behind Lando. These gaps. Kimi is close to Lewis here, 0.3 of a second into Maggots. Beckett's out of Chapel onto the hanger straight, 0.5 of a second. Under investigation, Hamilton moving before signal. Oh dear. Lewis's home race is about to become a whole lot more difficult if he gets a penalty for that. Gasly passes Sainz. That was way too easy. That was your 5-second time penalty for Lewis Hamilton. There you go. He had a false start. Oh dear. So yeah, Lewis was deemed to have a false start. Okay. Let's see about 5 red lights. Oh yeah. He moved. Yeah. Lewis was a bit too antsy with that. And that's why you got a 5-second time penalty for that, huh? All right. Kimi, once again, out of Chapel, onto the hanger straight. Let's see. I mean, he's fairly close, 0.5, but he's not able to get past Lewis just yet. Oh, Lewis was a bit squirrely out of the corner onto the Wellington straight. Doesn't get punished by Antonelli, so he's okay for the moment. By the way, when do we expect drivers to start their pit stops? I'm just curious, like what the I remember seeing an expected graphic earlier about that. If you start on the mediums, when do you pit? Oh, Antonelli is close. No, not yet. Where are the tire? Wow, can't I honestly I can't find it. I'll look it up over. Oh, Colapinto is doing well. Up to 12th. So according to the graphic, okay, they should actually be going for quite a while, at least. I would say that the earliest pit stops on mediums would be in about 10 laps time, We have no concerns on the gear. Why are you saying this then? If there are no concerns, why are you saying it? Like, you don't have to. Okay, Antonelli is very close here. Point 4 into Maggots and Beckett. If he can stick with him now, we could see a pass on the hanger straight. Antonelli has been hounding Lewis. Also, in the meantime, Schall is just clear. 3.6 seconds. Antonelli is close. He's looking, but no, nothing yet. We're riding on board with Sainz, who is right behind Colapinto. That was in the mini box, but no. I think we're just waiting for the first round of pit stops because I don't think too much will happen, with the exception of this Kimi versus Lewis fight. Kimi's close. He's very close onto the Wellington straight, 0.3 of a second. Hamilton goes defensive quickly. Antonelli doesn't do anything just yet. Oh, this is unconventional. Into Cops, and he takes second place. Kimi, well done, good move. Jesus, that was very unexpected, but that was a good way to catch Lewis off guard. Now let's see if Lewis doesn't just come back on the on the hangar straight, because that could very well happen if we're being quite fair. Like we saw that happen entirely too often, but it does seem that Kimi actually has the place. Well done, Kimi. Now it's 4 seconds to show. Are you able to close that down? We'll see. And also the question is, Lewis is now right behind Kimi. Is he able to maybe get back past again? Oh, Lewis is already out of the second range, so he won't have overtake mode. Or will he? Max is not happy with the downshifts, even though he hasn't said anything a couple of laps. Well, there's that. By the way, we are on lap 12, and already Stroll is 14 seconds behind Bottas. He is losing more than a second per lap. That's crazy. So, you know who the idiot is that just decided to drop Bortoleto from his fantasy team? This guy. Bortoleto, I sincerely hope that you're able to keep that 10th place. By the way, Lewis has a 5-second penalty, and the gap to George Russell is 3.1. So it definitely is within Lewis's interest to extend that gap, make sure that he is well over 5 seconds clear. So that by the time we get to the pit stops, Lewis doesn't lose the position to George. We'll see about that. He also needs Ferrari to have a good stop then. Let's see. Max is now within a second of George. And Lando seems to be on the cusp of getting within a second of Hadjar. Go on, Lando. Okay, so the thing is, they're showing the last four laps that Antonelli is quicker than Lewis. On the flip side, when Antonelli overtook Lewis, Antonelli was 4 seconds behind Schall. Now the gap is 4.5. Schall is having a great race so far. And honestly, for his sake, I hope he can win it. Because Schall has been so unlucky with the British Grand Prix at times. 2021, he was leading it, and then he got overtaken right at the end by Lewis. In 2022, he was fucked over by his team with the strategy and lost position despite leading it. Charles Leclerc deserves a good British Grand Prix. Also, I cannot wait if Charles does win it. By the way, of course, that we still have a lot of race to go. But if Charles does win the British Grand Prix, I cannot wait to see how happy Matt Gallagher is with that. From the Matt and Tommy channel, P1 with Matt and Tommy, because I do follow them on YouTube. And I think Matt deserves a bit of happiness after all the shit that he has gone through with Shaw. Because even as recent as last week, Shaw was starting second. It was looking good after qualifying, and all of a sudden, when it came to the race, it was a terrible race for Shaw. Dropped down all the way to eighth, at no pace. Front left doesn't look great. It's graining. That is what Oscar is saying about his hard tires. Of course, Oscar's hard tires are newer than everyone else's mediums. Everyone else's mediums have to go for another like 10 laps. I have the feeling that the graining that Oscar is describing is simply a case of like, you need to get through it. It's a stage. Like, okay, it's going to grain, but it's not going to get much worse after you get past a certain point. So just keep going, just keep circulating. Also, this is good info for McLaren, for Lando. And the thing is, Lando is within a second of Hadjar. So it would be nice if Lando, can benefit off of the tire data that Oscar is giving him, and not just get past Hadjar, because getting past Hadjar is an overtake. But if you can also get past Max simply because you have a good strategy. Can you tell him to hurry up, please? Lindblad about Lawson. Interesting. Actually, remember, yeah, now I'm noticing Lindblad, of course, started ahead of Lawson, and Lawson got ahead during the race. I don't know if that happened at the start or later, but either way, Lawson is now the lead racing bulls. But Lindblad is asking for a hurry up. Now, to be fair, Lindblad, you're not within a second just yet. Oh God, that's. This drivers' championship is depressing me. Why is Max getting ahead of Oscar? Ugh. Speaking of Oscar, Oscar has just passed the two Aston Martins and now has 18 seconds to Bottas. Fucking great. At least he has some clean air. Max is close here. Max is very close to Russell. Go on, Max. I like you a lot more than I like George, if I'm being quite honest. No, not yet. You know, I think Pirelli made the wrong call for this weekend. I think they should have gone with the C2, 3, and 4, and not the C1, 2, and 3. I think the tire compounds are a bit too much on the hard side, and we could have had a way more exciting race if we had gone one step softer. Because then you get things like Austria and Barcelona, where you need to think about a 2 or a 3 stop, which is way more exciting because right now it's very processional racing. Max does not fancy his chances out of the Wellington Straight. Maybe he's saving it up for a little bit later. Max is actively finding George here. There he goes on the outside of Cops. Max goes into fourth place, takes George Russell. Well done, Max. Let's see if George doesn't come back at him straight away. Because that could very well happen with these cars, for being fair. If yesterday's sprint was an indication, they onto the hangar straight. No, 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 no. Max goes defensive. Okay, well, good defensive move from Max there. That was necessary. Max pit. Ooh, juicy. Okay. All right. Right as they were fighting. Okay, Max into the pits then. Let's see how this pit stop goes. That's a very early pit stop. Okay, that is a good stop. 2.6. It's okay. It could be worse, could be better. Okay, but now this is definitely going to trigger some people, I'm sure. This will have to trigger some people because, of course, the question is how good is the undercut? Max emerges right ahead of Lawson. Of course, Max is on a bit colder tires, so let's see if Lawson is able to attack. I don't think he's going to do much. Hulkenberg also made his pit stop. So Lewis is now 4 seconds ahead of George with a 5 second penalty. That's going to be interesting. Let's see if anyone is coming in on this lap, if anyone is going to respond to what Red Bull did, because Red Bull definitely made a big call there. Let's see. Charles Leclerc continues. Seems that everyone else is also continuing. So, okay, not yet. Okay, Shaw will be delighted that we'll stay dry, but what about safety cars? Because the moment that safety cars get into play, that is where Ferrari can fuck it up. Like if there's one thing that is going to ruin this race for Charles Leclerc, it is a very unfortunately timed safety car. So we'll see how that goes. Excuse me. Come on, Lando. You've been behind this guy for so long now. Pass him. Stroll makes his pit stop. Hadjar is being called in. Hajar boxes, Lando continues. Okay, very early stops here for Red Bull. That is very, very interesting. Because the Red Bull, of course, the advantage that you get is you have that undercut. You will have fresh tires at the moment, but you do have to carry them on longer towards the end of the race. That was not a great stop for Hadjar. 4.3, that was slow. If Lando can get a good stop, he can get ahead of Hadjar. That would be nice. So Hadjar emerges right with Bortoleto. Bortoleto is ahead at the moment. Okay, interesting. This is also helpful because the Bortoleto will hold up Hadjar for a moment. Come on, Lando, you've got clear air. He's had a bad stop. Do what you do best. Oh, Hadjar's looking, but Bortoleto is not giving that place up. He's not like, okay, you can go ahead. No, 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 no. Come on, Lando! Oh, little moment for Hadjar out of Brooklands, or I should say left field. Okay, now Hadjar on the inside of Bortoleto. That's done. Okay, but that did hold him up. Hadjar had a slow stop, was held up by Bortoleto. Lando, this is your moment. You have a little bit of clean air. All we need is a good stop. McLaren is known to make a good stop. McLaren is also known to make a fucked up stop, so let's not have one of those, please. Of course, by the time that we come in, it doesn't seem like we're coming in just yet. No one is coming in just yet. It's very much that Red Bull has made their stops, and they're like, y'all can copy us, or you can go longer, and then you will be behind us. But of course, then we will have fresher tires. So there's that. I'm curious how much longer everyone is going to go for now. Because I do see Max has the fastest lap. Max is catching up on everyone. It makes sense. He is on the new tires. Sainz is in the pits. Okay, actually, now I'm noticing that Antonelli is closing the gap between him and Shaw. The last time I checked, it was 4.5 seconds. Now it's 3.5 seconds. Okay. And also, of course, we're getting towards the pit stop phase now. Everyone is slowly starting to make their stops. By the way, these mediums are lasting for way too long. The fact that these mediums are just comfortably able to do 20 plus laps. This is why we really should have had one step softer in the compounds. So we have to see 1, 2, and 3, which are the hardest 3 tires. And based on the fact that, Barcelona and Austria had softer compounds than this, and we actually got like 2 and 3 stop races, like you should have done the same for Silverstone. You should have just gone with the C2, 3, and 4 to make it more interesting, to have more pit stops. Because strategy is what makes the races a bit more fun. Now we just have very professional racing, and everyone just does a one stop, and that's it. But virtual safety car. Oh, who is going to make their pit stop now? Oh, where's everyone? Let's see. There's an umbrella. There's an umbrella on the track. Oh, okay. Let's see. That's a Haas pitting. Ocon. VSC is already ending. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green. 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 Jesus Christ, that took longer than 10 seconds. Usually it's 10 seconds. Okay, anyway, we're back racing again. Okay, so actually that didn't benefit anyone towards the front. Let's see. Shaw still continues. We're here. This is George, I think. George is also not coming in. So we're still continuing. So that's interesting. So much understeer is what Hamilton is reporting. Car just won't turn. Well, Hamilton is not happy with the way his car is handling compared to yesterday. Yesterday, he was much happier with it in the sprint. Oh, Hadjar is looking at Lindblad and doesn't have it all his own way. This is very interesting because, of course, Hadjar had a slow stop, is trying to make up positions, but he was held up by Bortoleto a bit. Now he's being held up by Lindblad. This all plays into Lando's hands very nicely. And Colapinto is the next to make a pit stop. Come on, Lando. Yeah, it's pretty clear that Lando is going for a heavy overcut compared to Hadjar. Lindblad is still keeping ahead of Hadjar. He's not giving up this position easily, though Hadjar is extremely close. 0.2 of a second. This has to be done. Maybe even before Cops. Let's see. Yeah, Hadjar on the inside before Cops, and that's done. Well, that was easy. Honestly, these overtakes are not exciting. It's just box for Hamilton. All right. Hamilton comes in, and he has to serve a 5-second penalty. George also comes in. So we'll see who emerges ahead. Hamilton was 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go. Yeah, George is ahead. Only slightly. Only slightly. All right, so George and Lewis have made their pit stops. George is now ahead, but only just. And now it's up to Lewis to make up the position. Oh, Lewis is right ahead of the Aston Martin. I don't think that the Aston Martin is going to try to do too much, considering he's already a lap down anyway. Don't know which Aston Martin that is, but they shouldn't really do too much here. Outlap critical. Push the outlap. Okay. Gasly is in the pits. All right, so Hamilton has served his 5-second penalty then. So from now on, this is as it should be. He's 1.3 behind George. Wait, Gasly has a 5-second penalty? Oh, they were slow. Gasly had a really slow stop. Wow, why did that take 7.5 seconds? Okay, well, that did not go well. Gasly is not having a great race. I think I predicted him to do well. That prediction is not going to hold up. Look out for my predictions video tomorrow, where I react to all the predictions that I made and were absolutely god awful. Right? Ooh, Gasly is close to Sainz here. Colapinto took Behrman for 11th. Gasly on the outside. Does seem like he takes Sainz. Well done, Gasly. All right. So the top 3 is yet to stop. Lawson is yet to stop. Lindblad, Bortoleto, Behrman, and Bottas. Albon has already made 2 stops somehow, and is still last. And of course, he's last. He made 2 stops. Oh, this is not a good weekend for Albon, is it? Not at all. Shaw is being called in for his stop on this lap. The race leader is going to come in. Is Kimi going to follow? And what about Lando? We'll see. Either way, this is Shaw, who is lapping someone. Looked like a Cadillac. So Shaw goes into the pits right behind someone else who was about to be lapped. Looks like Sainz. I think that's Sainz. Oh no, that's Albon. Albon's 3rd pit stop. Oh god. All right, let's see. Ferrari, no whammies. Good pit stop, please. That seemed fine. 2.4. We'll take that. Oh, okay. Let's see. Lando is still continuing then. Also not pitting just yet. Oh my god. Shaw made his pit stop and is ahead of Lando. All right, so Kimi in first is yet to make his pit stop. Shaw in second has made his pit stop. Lando in third is yet to make his pit stop. And then we have Max, George, Lewis, and Isaac, who all have made their stops. Then, yeah, the Racing Bulls haven't. Bortoleto hasn't. All right. So, yeah, the Antonelli new race leader is like the most helpful graphic when it doesn't mean shit, if we're being fair. It is interesting to see when he does make his pit stop because he's still going. Will he come in right now as a response, or is he gonna go longer? Because it might honestly be a thing to do an overcut. I'm not sure how much an overcut is worth it. All right, so Lewis is within a second of George now. Max is, of course, ahead of these two because he pitted earlier, but George and Lewis will have fresher tires by several laps, at least 5 laps. So, yeah, the question is, especially towards the end of the race, how is that going to play out? Because, like, if Lando pits now, Lando is going to be behind maybe even Lawson. Lando might actually be behind Lawson. And Bortoleto makes his pit stop, finally. Come on, Audi, good pit stop, no whammies. Let's finally have Bortoleto have a good race for once. He's in a good position. Don't fuck this one up. Like, moment for Lewis out of left field. Don't let people undercut me. Okay. As of right now, Kimi can pit and still be ahead of Max, but he will, of course, be beaten by Shaw, which makes sense because Shaw was already ahead anyway. But he will be ahead of Max, and Lando is yet to make a stop anyway. So it should be okay. Yeah, Lewis and George, and that this is going to be the fight for P3 when they also because they're also catching up on Max. George is just a few tenths away from getting within that 1 second range that he needs for overtake mode. Lindblad makes his pit stop. So Bortoleto came out ahead of Colapinto, still in 10th place. As long as the Audi just doesn't break down for a change, Audi can actually score a point here. Lando is being called in on this lap 28.52. All right, guys. Let's give Lando a good stop here. Very, very much the overcut. Let's see if Kimi also comes in. Like, we haven't heard anything, but I do think Kimi should come in here. Right. Yeah, Max is getting within range here. George has the overtake mode. So this is a three-way fight between Max, George, and Lewis. Lando is in the pits now. Lando will be behind all of these guys. Kimi is still continuing. I will say, though, if Max, George, and Lewis are going to fight, good stuff for Lando, it's fine. It's not great, 2.9, but it's at least faster than Hadjar's stop, which was 4.3. But he's going to be behind Hadjar, of course, because Hadjar made the earlier pit stop. Lawson is now also making his stop. It is interesting that Racing Bulls called in Lindblad first. Usually the driver ahead will have the preferential treatment. Lando is right behind Hadjar, and Lando is on much fresher tires. That is good. That is very good. Love to see that. Well done, McLaren. All right. Well done, Lando, as well, for pushing on that the entire. All right, Max George Lewis. This is for the podium. This is for the final podium spot. And this is Lewis passed George into Cox. Big move from Lewis, but is George going to be able to get back past? Oh, the two of them side by sides into Magnus and Peckus. Jesus Christ. Oh, what a move from Lewis. But the question is, was it because of battery deployment things? Because here goes George, and that is done. Wow, that was easy. Pass, repass. Stupid regulations. Like, honestly, I can't get excited about this too much because it's just, it's pass, repass. Yeah, it's processional. Fuck off. Stupid regulations. Anyway, Lando, get Hadjar, get P6 at the very least. Oh my god, Hadjar's. You know what the thing also is? The commentators are getting excited, and you have the feeling, but the commentators would know what they're talking about. No, the commentators are paid to make it look exciting. I'm the one here just trying to tell you how it really is. This is not exciting racing. It just isn't. Come on, Lando. On the Wellington Straight now. Got this guy. Lando. On the outside. Yes. Well done, Lando. P6. All right. Let's go around one more. Kimi wants to stop, and Bono does not want him to stop for another lap. Oh boy, Kimi is not happy with what is happening. Let's see, Lewis is once again trying to attack George. But the question is, once Lewis gets past, what will George do? Bottas makes a stop, okay. Lewis looking at George. No, not yet. George goes defensive. Lewis to the outside. Lewis gets him for the moment. For the moment. Let's not celebrate it yet. It's not spectacular unless Lewis can make it stick, because here comes George again. Here comes George again on the inside. Easy as you like. No, Hamilton didn't have to back out of it. It was deployment issues. Alex, don't get it twisted, you dumb shit. Don't make this exciting. It's not exciting. It's just pass and repass. I'm just so fucking frustrated by this shit. It's like it very much is the argument of like it's fake tits. You may think that it's any good, but it isn't. It really isn't. Okay. Antonelli has to come in on this lap. We're in lap 32 already. This is crazy. The medium tires have been on Kimi's car for 32 laps by the end of this. This is a joke. This is a joke of a race. You're doing well, Lewis. Just be patient. You will make it. Okay. George is now looking at Max. Gimme still continues. Oh, this is ridiculous, guy. What are we going for? Are we going for a medium soft? Honestly, at this point, I think you should just consider doing a soft on that car. Why the hell not? Like, just go for a soft tire for Antonelli. Why not? You have less than 20 laps to go. If the mediums are able to last for 33, the softs will be able to last for less than 20 laps. Why the fuck not? Especially considering that the car is much lighter right now, not as much fuel. Just go for it. That is as long as you have a decent soft remaining, of course, if you didn't waste all of it in qualifying and practice. A slow puncture on George's right rear. Okay, so apparently George Russell has a slow puncture on his right rear, even though he just blasts past. Oh, does he? No, Max keeps it ahead. Well done, Max. George to the outside can make it happen. Okay. Honestly, I thought that would be an extremely easy move for George, but no, George is still behind Max and apparently has a slow puncture. I don't know how slow that puncture is. He seems to be pretty racy, pretty feisty. Those tires seem pretty all right. The pit crew was getting ready, but no, Kimi is still continuing for another lap. And actually, I think the pit crew was ready for George, not even Kimi. Because, keep me posted on the pressures. Bucks this lap. Oh, George is being called in because of a slow puncture. And with George out of the picture, we're going to get Max versus Lewis another time, just like last week. Oh, boy. Oh, who cares about George? Get him out of the way. Pit him. It's crazy, by the way, that George is in need of another pit stop, and Kimi hasn't even done one yet. Like, yo, what is this strategy with Kimi? It's crazy. Yeah, George passes Max, or does he? Uh, oh, Max is being forced off a little bit. George goes into the pits. Goodbye, George. All right, so George is forced to make another pit stop because apparently he had a slow puncture. But now we got Lewis versus Max for the podium. Lewis is right behind Max. Now that's fun. All right, George, 2.3 second stop. That's good, but he's to another set of mediums. He will feel that his race is ruined. He drops behind Lando. And does he drop behind Hajar? Oh, this is going to be close. Yeah, he does drop behind Hajar. Okay. George emerges behind Hajar. I'm not going to love that. All right, there we have the message. Box for Kimi Antonelli. Honestly, put him on a set of softs. Just do it. Antonelli is in the pits. I dare you to put him on a set of softs. Don't put him on hards. Jeez. No, he's onto a set of fresh hards. Okay. Oh, Kimi was actually called in at the same time as Hulkenberg, and Hulkenberg kind of impeded Kimi a little bit in that. There's not much that Hulkenberg can really do. All right, let's see. Kimi emerges 7 seconds. Is that if that is seven? No, 7.5 seconds behind Shaw. Can Antonelli catch up 8 seconds in the remaining 16 laps? He needs half a second per lap. I think he can do that. I honestly think that Antonelli can win this race. But he does need to really hammer down now. He needs to gain half a second per lap. We'll see how that goes. Let's see. Lewis versus Max is not as Lewis versus Maxi as I would hope. George versus Hadjar is more exciting because George has passed. But that was easy, and that was expected. So, okay, George is now past Hadjar. What is the gap to Lando? 7.5 seconds? Did I see that? 7.4. Okay. So George and Kimi, having just made their pit stops, are both 7.5 seconds behind the car in front. There's a turn 15 incident involving George and Max, which is noted. I can only imagine that was the moment that they went into stow together and Max was forced off. So I would think that George would be at fault for that, but we'll see. Then again, as people very often say, when it comes to Formula One, your passport matters. So if anything, I get the feeling that Max is going to get a penalty for this, even though he doesn't really deserve it in my eyes, because George just forced him off. You have a 10-lap offset. This is looking good. 6.8 is the gap. Also, if Lewis doesn't get past Max on this lap, I need to take a quick bathroom break. So I will watch until they get past the Wellington Straight, which they're coming onto now. I just need a quick bathroom break. I've needed to pee for 5 laps now. I just wanted to see how the pit stop for Antonelli played out. Box for Oscar. Okay. Oh crap. Okay, I gotta watch what is happening with Oscar. Oh my god, a second pit stop for Oscar. Oh my god. Just that ain't happening at all. Let's see when Oscar comes in. By the way, Antonelli is really, really quick here. The gap is only 5.8 now. Antonelli is winning this race. And again, Charles Leclerc will have led the British Grand Prix for most of the race, only to lose it to Kimi. Only to lose it yet again. Let's see. Oscar is in the pits. They're going to pit him onto a set of mediums, I think. Oh, Lewis to the outside. No, can't make it out. Slow stop, by the way, for Oscar. 3.2. Okay, I can't go to the bathroom just yet. Fuck me. Oh, dear. Track limits for Stroll. Let's see. They're coming up to the Wellington Straight yet again. Guys, I need to pee. Lewis, just pass him already, please. Come on, Lewis. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Lewis to the outside. Yeah. Yeah, Lewis is into third. Also, Antonelli is 4.4. Yeah, that's done. Honestly, brilliant strategy from Mercedes. Did not expect that overcut to be as powerful as it is, but it really is proven to be a very powerful strategy, that overcut. Yellow flag. Stop the car. Oh, Hulkenberg. Oh my God! Yet again, an Audi. At least it's not Bortoleto. At the very least, it's not Bortoleto who's in the points. Let's see. We are bound to have a virtual safety car. I'm sure we got to have a virtual safety car. I need to go to the bathroom, guys. Don't make it. Oh yeah, virtual safety car. Okay, I seriously, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to go. Max is coming in. All right, pit Lando. Please pit Lando. I don't care. Pit Lando. Lando's pitting. Thank you. Thank you, McLaren. I needed that to happen. Okay. Oh, by the way, this is very unfortunate timing. Oscar has just made a stop. Anyway, Lando makes a stop to fresh mediums with this virtual safety car. Hadjar is also making a stop. So George doesn't pit because, of course, he just did. Oh, this is a slow stop for Hadjar. This is a really slow stop for Hadjar. Oh, this is a really slow stop for Hadjar. 9.8. He doesn't actually lose to Lawson, so that's good. But, geez. VSC ending. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green. There we go. We're green again. At the moment, there are plenty of gaps going on. I will quickly do a bathroom break. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So, I guess we're pushing. Okay. All right. So, what is interesting to note, because I was actually just thinking about this, that of course Lando was ahead of George, and thanks to that pit stop, lost track position, came out behind George. But George, just like Kimi, had just made his pit stop and was reeling in Lando very quickly. It would have been pretty much a slam dunk that, see, no further investigation. It matters what passport you have. George should have probably gotten a 5-second penalty for pushing Max off. But anyway, the thing was, George was reeling in Lando way too quickly, and I do think that George would have passed Lando even with several laps to go by the end of it. So that's why I wanted Lando to make a pit stop, just to be sure that he could make it to the end on a good set of mediums. And even if he doesn't get past George again, that's that. You know, he would never have finished behind ahead of George anyway if he had stayed out. So I think pitting was the right decision. Let's see. Kimi is only 3 seconds behind Shaw, 2.8. Yeah, this is done. This is also going to be within 3 laps or so. Like, Kimi is just free to push. He has a very new set of tires that he can just use. Antonelli breaks down. Oh shit! Antonelli breaks down. Oh my god, Antonelli is breaking down. Oh my god, Kimi is breaking down. He's coming in. It's going to be a Ferrari 1-2. Kimi is breaking down. It's going to be a Ferrari 1-2. Oh my god. They're giving him a new front wing. Oh my god. Oh, I completely jinxed him there. I said that he was going to win the race. He's not winning the race now. Ferrari is 1-2. Oh, this is huge. George goes past. Lando goes past. What wasn't that Lando? Oh no, it wasn't. That was Lando right behind him. But let's see. This is Lando right now. And is Kimi going to be able to do anything? But I'm pretty sure that Lando is just gonna get past Kimi here, no problem. It's like, yeah, thank you. On the inside, well done, Lando. Lando into fifth, and Kimi is off. Kimi is off the track, and he's not. No, Kimi is not going. Yeah. Oh, that Mercedes is so unreliable. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's insane. Kimi is breaking down. Oh, I can try to keep going. I think. That's Hazard. Hazard is catching Kimi now. Oh my god. Kimi is trying to keep it going, but the car is not turning. Hadjar is going to pass him. Oh my god. And Hadjar goes past. Now it's 8 seconds to lock. The thing is, you have 10 laps to go. If it was 2 laps, maybe keep going. But if it's 10 laps, no, this is done. Oh my god. It's going to be a Ferrari 1-2. Heartbreak for Kimi. Something fundamental. Yeah, they're going to Bucks to retire the car. Gimme, you need to do 10 more laps if we include this one. So 9.5 laps. They're gonna Bucks again. Oh god. This is just painful. Oh yeah. You saw that it broke. Oh god. That's what they should have done on the pit stop, and now they have to pit again to remove it. So this is going to be a lot of time. Let's see. They're trying to get it out of there. They did now. He should be okay to go again. And where does he emerge? He is behind Bortoletto. And where's Colapinto? Colapinto is actually quite some ways down. So as of right now, Antonelli is within the points. As long as he doesn't have any issues He has a point, but he does need to really speed the fuck up now because, yeah, this is big. Hamilton will go back into second place ahead of George. And then Lewis is 30 points behind Kimi. Oh my God. Absolute crazy scenes. Oh, Kimi went off. Kimi went off into Brooklands. Colapinto is close behind, 1.3. Don't follow Shaw. Colapinto is about to overtake Kimi. This is bigger. Colapinto, 1.3. 1.2. 1.1. 1.0. Colapinto is about to take Antonelli for the final points position. There's something else. Yeah, 0.8. 0.7. Box to retire the car. Oh, Antonelli just missed the pit entry. But it's going to be inevitable. Colapinto is going to overtake him on this lap, and that will. Oh, by the way, good on Colapinto for getting a point here. But that's kind of luck. Oh my God. Oscar is about to take Sainz for 13th, which is effectively 12th with Kimi retiring. Well done, Oscar. Okay, he is now actually extending the gap. Kimi is 1.6 ahead of Colapinto now, so it seems that he is able to continue. Okay, boom. He's trying to get the point. Track limits. Oh boy, that's not great. Driver of the day. You know what? I'll vote for Kimi. I know that Shaw is leading with Max and Lewis in second and third, but I'm gonna vote for Kimi because this is honestly really impressive behavior from a 19-year-old. Oh, he's getting track limits now. Yes, close. So I voted for Kimi for driver of the day, despite everything. By the way, Shaw is about to lap Kimi. He's not far off. Shaw just lapped Gasly. Then it's Colapinto. Then it's Kimi. 5-second time penalty for Kimi. And as of right now, Colapinto is only 2.5 seconds behind. However, Kimi is extending his gap to Colapinto. If Kimi can get 5 seconds on Colapinto, he stays within the points. Oh, dear. No more. Boy. What an end to this race. What a crazy end to this race. I'm going to go for it, mate. Tell him he has a 5-second penalty. No, tell him about the 5 second. You need to tell him that he needs to put 5 seconds on Colapinto. 3.1, 3.2, okay. 3.3. He is extending that. He could honestly not have too much of an issue with a 5-second penalty. Albon is retired officially now. Already had a shit race, and now it's even worse. There's a yellow flag. Oh, shit. Who's off? Max! Oh, my God. Max is off. There's a safety car, and Antonelli is going to drop back all the way. Oh my god. Hajar pits. Oh my god. They tried to box Shaw, but let's see. Maybe Shaw can get a pit stop in on the next lap. He has plenty of time behind, so that's fine. The two Racing Bulls stop. By the way, Racing Bulls in sixth and in seventh. That's a really, really big result for them. Bortoleto pits. He's up to eighth now. Uh, I am curious, is this safety car going to be done before the end of the race, or are we going to finish behind the safety car? We only have 5 more laps. It could. Let's see. Shaw comes in now into the pits, our race leader. Let's see if Ferrari pits both of their drivers. Fine stop. Let's see if Hamilton comes in. Oh, Lando doesn't pit. Hamilton. Wait, Hamilton pits. See, Oscar makes a pit stop. Everyone onto the softs then. 3.2, whatever. Let's see. What about George? Yeah, George is ahead of Lewis here. George took Lewis because Lewis made a pit stop. Oh boy. Wow. What is happening at the end of this race? This is nuts. What happened with Max? Okay, we're seeing the replay now. He's on the hanger straight. He's just minding his own business. Into Stowe. Oh, completely loses it. Oh my god. Oh man. That is so weird. He just completely lost the car. By the way, the Lando grandstand had a very good view of that crash. Oh, that's crazy. I'm stuck. Fuck this car. Fuck. Unbelievable. Fuck this. Oh, boy. That's fun. Oh, boy. Max is not happy with that, is he? Yeah, that is not a good result. Still on the safety car. After Max's crash, we have Schull still in the lead. Russell overtook Hamilton because George didn't pit and Lewis did. Then we have Lando, Isaac. Then the two Racing Bulls of Lawson and Lindblad. Big points for them. Then we have Gabriel Bortoleto in eighth. Finally, it seems that Audi is going to get some points. Then we have Kimi, who actually is still in the points, but he has a 5-second penalty. And there's a yellow flag infringement for Lewis. Oh, fuck. It's all happening. But the thing is, Antonelli is in ninth place. But of course, with that 5-second penalty, by the time that we restart, there's no way that he's going to be able to pull out 5 seconds in like one lap. And that is if we restart. We might not even restart. Right now, the safety car has only just caught up to the leader. Yeah, we're not gonna restart because we don't have time to let all the lapped cars pass because it's this and 2 more laps. Yeah, we're not gonna restart. All right, that was the race. Let's see, Alpine double points. Oh, Oscar just one place off. We do have a 5-second penalty for track limits. Okay, Kimmy, relax. You might be able to argue that after the race. Oh my god. So much drama at the end here. Lewis losing out to George. Lewis also, by the way, they should like, isn't Lewis under investigation for a yellow flag infringement, or was it just noted? Anyway, we'll see what happens with Lewis in regards. But again, when it comes to Formula One and what driver you are, your passport matters. So considering it's Lewis at his home race, I don't think they're going to do anything. But if it comes to Kimi cutting corners, even though that is not gaining him any time because his car is broken, then they will hand out a 5-second penalty because that's how they are. Because Kimi is not British. A bunch of hypocrites. All right, so the car does seem to be cleared. We have, yeah. The thing is, the safety car would have to come in on the very next lap. Otherwise, we're not going racing again. And of course, we have a bunch of lapped cars in there. I think we have a bunch of lapped cars in there. Stretch for the next 2 laps. I need max power. Lewis, you might not even need it. We might not go racing again. All right, we are on the penultimate lap now. Lap 51 of 52. There are, okay, lapped cars may now overtake. Okay, we're going to go for a grandstand finish then. All right. So does it hurt to see Oscar in that lapped cars? Yes, it does. It really does. At least Lando is in fourth. That is lucky, by the way. The only reason that Lando is in fourth is because of Max and Kimi dropping down. But at least Lando is in fourth. I'll take that, you know. Now, what is interesting is that George is on old medium tires. Shaw is on fresh softs. Lewis is on fresh softs. Lando is on fresh softs. Kimi is, what am I saying, Kimi? Isaac is on fresh softs. Kimi is actually not on fresh softs. Kimi is also still on that older medium tire that he was put on during the last pit stop. Oof. This reminds me a lot of the 2022 British Grand Prix, where there was also someone who had not pitted on the safety car when everyone else did. This time, though, Shaw did pit, unlike back then. Like I sincerely want Shaw to win this race. I'd love it for him. I think he deserves it. Having so much bad luck around the British Grand Prix in recent years. Is the safety car going to come in? Yes, it is. Okay, safety car is ending. It's coming in. We are going to get one more lap of racing. Oh, the last lap shootout. This is it. All right, let's see. Safety car lights are out. Come on, safety car. Douse your lights. Turn off the lights, safety car. The safety car lights are still on. The safety car lights are still on. They're saying that the safety car is ending. No, it's not. No, no. 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 Okay, the safety car has not ended. We are going to finish behind the safety car. Cool. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. Oh, final lap. By the way, great job, race direction, to communicate this properly. What a bunch of idiots. We ran out of laps. Yeah, we did. Oh my god. There's honestly something that could be said about the fact that Michael Massey was a better race director, because this is just as much of a farce, if we're being quite fair. Like, people were like, "Oh my god, how can Michael Massey do all this?" And by the way, they were right. Massey did choose spectacle over following the rules. But what the fuck is this bullshit? Well, congratulations, Shaw. You finally won the British Grand Prix. It wasn't the exciting end that we may have wanted, but you will win the British Grand Prix. And Shaw is going to be very happy with that, I can tell you. Now, the thing is, Kimi will, of course, drop back 5 seconds and will lose all the places to others. But I'm pretty sure that Mercedes is going to appeal that. Mercedes is going to go to the steward's office and fight that penalty because, yeah, I have the feeling that that penalty might get overturned after Mercedes has talked to the stewards. He should have won in 2022. Charles Leclerc wins the British Grand Prix ahead of George Russell, Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris, Isaac Hadjar, Liam Lawson, Arvid Lindblad, Gabriel Bortoleto, the two Alpines of Colapinto and Gasly. That's your top 10. But I'm pretty sure that Kimi Antonelli is going to go appeal to the stewards for that 5 second penalty. But Charles Leclerc wins. Yeah, he's happy. Well done, Charles. Oh, finally. He finally gets that British Grand Prix win. Yeah. We had all wished for a more normal ending or just a different ending, but we'll take this. It's just what happens. But I am very chuffed for Charles Leclerc here. He deserves that one. Who cares about the top speed of the race? Like, honestly, this is such a useless graphic. Top speed. Who gives a shit? Russell on the podium. Hamilton has a podium, but I don't think he's going to be particularly happy with it. 16 podiums in 20 trips. Wow, that's crazy that Lewis has only been off the podium 4 times at Silverstone. Ah, Shaw's happy. Very happy. Oh, the board. Whoops. Oh, they're happy. That's nice. Shaw needed this. Shaw really needed this. He has had such a bad run of races as of late. This win was so needed. Well done, Shaw. Fastest lap of the race goes to Antonelli. That was something I predicted on F1 Predict. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, but he is so pissed off with that. Look, Kimmy, you can fight that penalty. You might be able to get rid of the penalty. Okay, let's not have Salayim. I really don't like watching this guy. If I see Salayim at any point during this broadcast, I'm turning it the fuck off and I'm just ending this stream. I cannot see Salayim in this at all. I don't want to see him. Like I'll turn it off the moment that I see him. I'm not even bothering to watch the cooldown room or the anthems. This is a statement from me. I hate this guy. I hate him so much. Like I saw him in the background just now. I get so uncomfortable with him. Like the absolute aversion I have towards him it's insane to me. Because the thing also is with this idiot, like earlier during the Lego race, he also had a car. You know, all the 22 drivers had a Lego car, and he was in one. For what fucking reason are you like? It's called the drivers' parade. Are you a driver? No. Fuck off. Just fuck right the fuck off. Don't insert yourself into everything. Every person on the planet who knows anything about Formula One hates you. Get out of there. All right. We're waiting for the interviews. Jensen Button. Always love seeing him. One of my absolute favorite drivers of all time. How's that feel? Nice work indeed. It would be great if Ferrari can take the fight to Mercedes because at least then you got two teams, four drivers battling for that title. Definitely not straightforward. Kimi was fast. Of course, Kimi is fast. What do you expect from him? Cool down room. See what the drivers have to say. And again, if Solayam invades the cooldown room or something, then goodbye. I'm out of here. Yeah, very commendable effort from Kimi to go so long. Yeah, the cooldown room was Charles Leclerc and George Russell, and Lewis was there. Lewis Hamilton. Big cheers for him, of course. George Russell. Yeah, that was definitely not as loud as a cheer as for Lewis. It's crazy that Shaw is getting bigger cheers than George Russell. George Russell is the home race hero, and Shaw is getting more cheers. Oh, right, Monaco anthem. The Italian anthem is just a joy. It's actually funny that Shaw is able to sing the Italian anthem along. But like you see how proud the Italians are to sing their national anthem, and it's a fun anthem. Good vibes all around. Hey, oh no, 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 go away, you stupid asshole. Just inserts himself into everything, doesn't he? Champagne. Well, that is going to do it for me for now. So that is that. I will be back tomorrow with, of course, a video where I react to my predictions that I made last week and also do a little bit more of a reflection on the race, besides what I already said in this watch along. Thank you for joining me. If you did, please leave a like on the video. Really helps me out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I think that's about all I can say. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, take care.